How did you say that earlier?
The Drowning Racoons.
No, how did he say it?
Your neighbor. The Drowning Racoons.
You gotta have the Yankee accent.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Drowning Raccoons.
Uh-huh.
That's good stuff.
Minnesota.
That was a good. That was a
Yeah,
good story.
yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful
Yeah,
stuff.
he's the guy that named our group.
I have a lot of friends and family from up there in Wisconsin, the cheese country. You know.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
cheese
And,
country. Yeah. Don't
I-
you know?
Some of the best darn cheese. It's good stuff. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Tucker, and Tucker Carter, and we started jamming back in December, me and Loren, but we've been friends since.
Well, I tell the story. Tucker is my oldest friend. My mom and Tucker's mom were friends together and were pregnant at the same time.
The Le
We were
Mans
born
classes
about we were born about a month apart. That's right. But we were born about a month apart, and I mean, literally introduced at birth.
Stitch's
Yeah.
babies, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Absolutely. I didn't realize that it was
And so
that
we were
far
always
back, but
birthday
then
parties.
thinking about it, yes, it was, because
Yeah,
it was great.
that was
And
all the
his
way back then.
and Lauren's mother is my sister,
Yeah.
Okay,
so it's a music in the family thing.
This is
here.
my Uncle John.
that's a beautiful thing.
And,
Yeah.
but yeah, so Tucker and I would catch up every year at birthdays.
Yeah.
And this year, he's like, hey, he's 42, hitting you as hard as it is me. I don't want to hear all the things about age, but he's like, I got all these health issues. And I'm like, man, that really sucks. No, I can't say anything like that. But man, what hurts me the most is my happy. And he's like, really? Why? This is in text. And I was like, I think it's because I'm not playing music. I've played music in 10, 12 years.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
way too long.
My girls,
Right.
guitar
Oh,
hangs on the
gosh,
wall
yeah.
right
Yeah.
by the bed. My
Right.
girls play music. I got two daughters. They
Yes.
both play music. Both very talented.
Yes, they are.
But just getting to watch all of that kind of makes you a little like, man, I want to get in there.
Yeah, right,
So,
right. I'm ready to go back in, coach.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we were talking, catching up. He was like, well, what are you doing this weekend?
Yeah.
It's so
yeah.
nothing. It was dead of December. It was still not
Yeah.
quite that cold.
It was
yet.
like, well, because you had mentioned jamming on your porch,
Right.
and it was like, well, it's too cold to jam on the porch, so
Yeah.
we ended up emptying out the greenhouse at his house,
which
pulling
is
all
a
the
which is
shelves
a
out.
hallway,
Right.
6 feet by 16 feet,
Okay, okay, right.
with shelves in it.
Right,
So there's
yeah.
about a 2-foot walk space down the middle.
Stand like this, you could do this.
Yeah, so we hollowed it out. We invited another friend of ours, Travis Moore. He came out and played Mando, and
Yeah.
missing him tonight for sure.
Yeah.
because it sure adds to the sound. But it was cool. We jammed for a few hours, and it was stuff that was like some old Grateful Dead, some what else did we get into? Allman Brothers,
Doc
Oh, yeah.
Watson.
Love
Doc
some Allman
Watson, just a
Brothers.
bunch
Yeah,
of stuff
yeah.
that you can just kind of play.
Right, yeah.
And
yeah.
it's familiar for all of us. And
Right.
Whiskey in the Jar was another good tune.
Oh,
that we
cool.
played for a while.
Credence or
Right.
something.
Credence, yeah. So we played through, some of these songs, had a great time, and it was like, you guys want to do it again? A couple weeks? Yeah, sure, let's do it again. So a couple weeks later, dead of winter.
Yeah, right, right.
In the greenhouse, here
Sure,
we
yeah,
are.
yeah.
These three guys playing, and my neighbor moseys over. And of course, we haven't played music in 10 years. A little bit rusty, and
Yeah.
got a little gunk on the old vocal cords. And
Right, yeah.
anyway,
yeah.
Steve comes over. He's a great neighbor. He's always wanting to know what's going on. And so he'd moseyed over, and he's like, you guys sound like a bunch of drowning raccoons. So we just laughed, had a good laugh about it. But anyway, so we like, you want to do it again? Yeah, let's do it again. Well, the next couple of times we were over at Travis's house. It was too cold, so we couldn't be outside in the greenhouse anymore. So we were at his house in Bixby, and he took over his living room and invited a bass guy, Scott Craig, that came out and brought his upright, and banjo guy that came out, young timid guy named Dylan. He's just got a great voice.
Yeah, yeah.
Hadn't played banjo for very long.
Oh, right.
Pretty good guitar player, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So it was like, hey, this could be a real thing.
Yeah,
What do we
yeah.
call it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of fond of the Drowning Racoons.
This is pretty good one.
That's the story,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good
okay.
stuff. Well, let's
the
hear
story.
some of it.
Yeah.
guys.
Okay.
All right, man.
Play the tune.
This song is about a
this
place
is-
just right up the road.
Yeah, right up the road. Pretty good ways, but down there by Spaniard Creek, my grandpa grew up down there, and anyways, we would. I worked with him a lot on job sites, building and houses and construction and stuff, and he was there too. And quite a while back, there was a song by Alan Jackson, I think, called "Cornbread and Chicken," and he would say, "Where I come from, it's cathead biscuits and 90-weight gravy," you know, when he would hear that song come on the radio. And it was funny. Anyway, and he said it a few times, and I said, well, you know, why don't you write down a little something, you know? I'll try to put something together here, you know? And so, I mean, that was probably the first song I wrote, you know.
That's cool.
Cathead biscuits, you know, and I've still got the paper where he wrote it.
Right.
You know, and,
Yeah,
Cool.
I've
and
seen it.
cool.
It's enshrined.
It needs to be in a better case.
It's
but-
enshrined in like electrical tape, like a border of electrical tape,
Clear tape on the face, though. You know, come on.
which is laminate.
Yeah.
It's effectively laminated. Yeah,
Well, let's hear it.
let's go for
All
it.
right, man. Well, there's a little town in Oklahoma where I was born and raised. There was a gas station and a grocery store, one in the same. And the people in the area were the sharecropping kind, in a town they call McLean. Living on the land, we were farming on the shares. We'd always go down yonder to the country store. In that town that I grew up in, the main menu was cathead biscuits and 90-weight gravy. Just give me some cathead biscuits and a little bit of 90-weight gravy. Sure tastes good, but it sure does make you lazy. Where I come from, it's country folk and the sharecropping kind. Gravy and biscuits all the time. Spinach was a big cash crop landowners would raise. Daddy cutting leaves and we'd fill the baskets Mama would carry. We got paid about a dime a basket of $15 a day, right there north of McLean. And it was in that town that I grew up in. The main menu was cathead biscuits and 90-weight gravy. Just give me some cathead biscuits and a little bit of 90-weight gravy. Sure tastes good, but it sure does make you lazy. Where I come from, it's country folk and the sharecropping kind. Gravy and biscuits all the time. When I die, bury me deep. Put a bowl of gravy at my feet. Put a couple biscuits in each hand, and I'll sop my way to the glory land. I said, take me back, take me back. When I die, bury me deep. Put a bowl of gravy at my feet. Put a couple biscuits in each hand, and I'll sop my way to the glory land. I said, take me back, take me back. Just give me some cathead biscuits and a little bit of 90-weight gravy. Sure tastes good, but it sure does make you lazy. Where I come from, it's country folk and the sharecropping kind. Gravy and biscuits all the time. Oh, in that little town, there was a little lodge hall, and I was born there on one cold December day. Well, it was in that town that I grew up in, always noted for them cathead biscuits and 90-weight gravy.
All right.
That was
Yeah.
the first one we worked up.
That's great. I love it.
Appreciate
Other
it.
than covers, you know, we played a whole bunch of covers.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of covers. Whole bunch. I mean, 10, 15 songs we burned down. And
This guy said he was a big fan of my songs, and I said, what?
yeah, he sent me stuff over the
couple.
years, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'd listen to some of them. And so when we were doing this, and he just mentioned in passing, he's like, "Hey man, I got a couple of songs maybe we want to play." And I was like, "Actually, yeah, you do have a couple of songs." You know, turns out the guy's got songs hidden in the couch cushions.
Oh, right,
he's
yeah.
got songs all over the place. You know?
Hell, I didn't even know I had so many songs.
But I start finding these things. I was like, "Hey, you know, let's do this one. Let's try this one. Just throwing them in and out." You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I seen Wildcards playlist. You know, their set list
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. And Johnny asked me to come play at the Hall of Fame with them one night. Handed me a few songs like 3 or 4 days before. Hey, this is probably what we're gonna do. You know.
Yeah.
And I show up there and Bill says, "Oh, we're not gonna play any of those."
Was it April Fool's?
No, that's just it. Eddie can't do a list. He can't do a preconceived list. He has to sit there and just call them audible as we go
like
through the
that.
night.
I like that. I like
that's
that.
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
that much music.
He's got that list of like 300 songs that he's looking at while we're finishing up
Oh,
one
I
song.
see.
It's what I want to do now, you know.
Just go right into that one.
Yeah, try to go into something else.
That's killer.
That's good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I like how style. I like that kind of. It's Appalachian American.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's got.
Well, and that's it's funny you say that. You know, I'm a heavy metal guy for the last 10, 15 years of my musical career that I did play. Then I didn't do anything. You know, and don't get me wrong. I mean, I've always been all kinds of music, into all kinds of music. Johnny taught
Yeah.
me probably my first chords. You know, when I
Yeah.
was 10, 11 years old.
Yeah, something like that.
My dad had got this old Alvarez acoustic that, I mean, the action was this far off.
Yeah.
You know, it was dobro action.
Yeah.
You have to
Right.
fret that
Yeah.
stuff, you
Yeah.
know. It's like, man, this isn't
Open
happening.
scale
Wish I
slide
had a
with that.
slide.
But yeah, I remember giving you, Johnny. I remember you giving you the Metallica song, "Nothing Else Matters."
Oh, right.
I said, I want to learn this, and so he comes back, and those chords are pretty easy. You know, E minor, okay, good. It's G, okay. You know, C in there,
Yeah.
A minor, then a B7. And as a beginning guitar player, that was the most.
B7.
That was
Oh.
the most terrifying chord.
Yes, B7. Yes, it is terrifying.
It is, because it's all four fingers,
Uh-huh.
kind of a funky
yeah.
shape, but
Right.
you know, now after playing for so many years, I mean, it's one of my favorite chords to grab
Yeah, me too.
because
Me
it's just
too.
right there,
Yeah.
right there down the bottom of the neck.
Right.
You know.
I play a lot of seventh chord.
live?
We're live.
We're back.
We're back.
Yay.
Thanks for staying tuned in, everybody.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We're blaming that one on the internet.
Appreciate it.
So, anyway,
Okay, so would you guys want to start that song over or
Yeah,
start at
we'll,
the beginning?
we'll
yeah.
give it another run.
Give it another run there, yeah. Kind of cut you off right in the middle of your song, and it was
Where we at?
All right. 2, 3. Well, I could take the time, oh, for a funeral now, but does it make you sad, oh, to let a bad man down? 'Cause I'm a bad, bad man, I'm a bad, bad man, and I'm proud. Well, I could settle down, oh, if you put out the fire, and I could wait around, oh, till I become that lie. But the bottle never gave me grief, so I listened to him. And I'm a drinking once again, and I'm a following all the wrong trends. And the June bugs are crawling over me like the western wind, like the western wind. Well, I could take the time, oh, for a funeral now, but does it make you sad, oh, to let a bad man down? 'Cause I'm a bad, bad man, I'm a bad, bad man, and I'm proud. And I'm a drinking once again, and I'm a following all the wrong trends. And the June bugs are crawling over me like the western wind, like the western wind, like the western wind.
nice. Drowning raccoons, not drowning possums.
Yeah,
That's what they do down
The
south.
struggling
the
possums.
struggling possums is our alter ego.
Oh, okay, the struggling possums.
We got a whole set, you know, that goes for the
Those are the songs that come out after
know, after
midnight.
midnight.
Oh, sure, right. Yeah, okay, right.
Once you
Whiskey
put the
Dance,
kids to
Chili
bed,
Dog.
then
Yeah,
we can get
yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, that's quite a sound, right?
Yeah, possums, I love possums. They're great. And I got 2 stories about possums.
They're good
You know.
with the gravy.
Yeah.
90-weight gravy.
Gravy.
Cat-eye biscuits. Cat-eye biscuits, yeah.
Now I've seen wolf spiders, like with the mama with like 200 of them on the back
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
You know, and,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
had to put an end to that no matter how fascinated I was. So. And then a couple of days later, I seen a possum, and it was covered in its babies, and
yeah, it's
and
wild.
it was like I was in my 20s the first time I'd seen a possum. I was like, that is nightmare fuel, you know. And then last year, I think it was beginning of last summer, out here in front of the street, some guy hit a possum in his car, and it was covered in its babies, and its babies went and scattered everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Mama was dead. She was done for. No struggle, nothing. It was just dead. And so all the babies are running around. So I just don't want to leave them there. They're babies. So
Yeah.
I just started picking them up, man. I just like Velcro, man. Just have them crawling all over me. And then I called around for some places that might take possums for rescue
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah.
I took them up to Sallisaw and dropped them off at a
Cool. That's cool.
wildlife center there. But it was cool. I wanted to keep one so bad. I'm like, oh, this thing loves climbing on
And I
me.
mean, I see them on YouTube. You know, people
They're
have them as
docile.
pets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really.
vegetarians pretty much.
But man,
Yeah.
they are just nasty, ugly looking
Oh, yeah.
things, man. They
Big
are-
gnarly teeth.
Yeah, they're up on my porch every night after the cat food. You know.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the
Yeah,
cat.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Thanks for leaving that
But
for
you know,
us.
I'm okay with
Right.
the because yeah.
You know what else eats cat food? You know, is raccoons.
Well,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and so there
Drowning
are
raccoons will come eat that stuff.
There are
too.
raccoons that come up on the porch.
That would be me. So. Yeah.
That was Tucker.
They will show up too. That's
Now,
right.
now skunks, they say, make great pets.
I-
know,
If you get
I'm sure
that
that all
thing
of them
taken
get
out.
that.
or
Yeah,
whatever,
you get their scent gland. Or just keep it in there and you can grow some good cannabis. Nobody will be the wiser.
Yeah, right. Pet skunk again.
That skunk got out of you.
got out. Oh man, that's hilarious.
So I like y'all's style. It's kind of got this. I don't want to compare y'all to stuff, but like
I don't know if my heart can take it.
yep.
Yeah, these are all originals.
Yeah.
Southern. I forget the dang name of it.
It's not dirt. It's not red.
No, the name of the band.
You know,
It's
it's influenced by all that stuff, though. You know, Tucker's got a heavy influence on Stillwater, I'd say,
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
In Norman.
Yeah.
and Norman,
Yeah.
both places.
Right. Yeah. Red
And,
dirt.
and
stuff.
Tulsa.
Yeah,
for
and
that
Tulsa.
matter. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's like Arkansas moved west.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little.
That Appalachian thing, I get that.
Yeah.
But it's that feel. That's why I was really looking forward to seeing you guys tonight when I heard that you guys were playing. I have no idea how to look that up, but they can't hear me.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So I was really looking forward to seeing you guys and playing because I've met and played with you guys before, and I was
Yeah.
really looking forward to seeing you because the feel it's a genre that's not being filled by anybody. There's only
Right.
one or two bands that are doing this, and so you're doing the right thing at the right time. So
We have talked about that, and that is pure coincidence and
Yeah.
happenstance. You know,
That's excellent.
It started by we don't have a place like this that you can come set up and jam with a drummer and electric
Right.
guitars and everything else. We got my greenhouse. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
just playing an acoustic guitar.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's where
Right.
we started. And so, just kind of evolving from that. Now, you know, my musical history is also on my dad's side. My dad's a drummer. You know, he's
Yes. It was my influence.
played with a lot of the same
Yeah.
folks that
Yeah,
Johnny
he
has
was
played
one,
with.
One of my influences.
Yeah, it was definitely my biggest musical influence.
Oh,
My
yeah.
dad, and for my daughters too. He's always pushing us with music.
Yeah.
You know, gave his '78 Ludwig set to
Oh,
Evie.
wow.
And
Yeah,
it's set
yeah.
up in Linwood.
Oh,
you know?
nice.
So,
I saw it right in the middle.
my
Yeah.
kids love to play on the cymbals.
But
while
it
they're
was,
watching TV.
yeah. But no, my kids are older. I've got a 18-year-old and 15-year-old.
Right.
And my 18-year-old's at University of Tulsa on music scholarship, singing, playing flute. She's really awesome.
Wow.
Plays piano, plays
Oh.
guitar. She
these
can do
girls,
all of it.
these girls are
She's
really
very
talented. Yeah.
Wow.
They both
She's the
are.
next Drowning Raccoon.
She
right?
she is probably the next Drowning Raccoon. And then Evie, my youngest, is a percussion player. And Tucker's daughter is playing piano. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's playing
So
piano.
we're definitely trying to follow, like
Yeah,
you know,
keep it with-
like my dad's footsteps. Try to get these girls in.
Teach the babies and honor the elders.
Yeah, that's
do,
right.
Selby
do
says
they
all the time.
do they get to play with each other? Do they play music together?
They did a handful of times. We I think I had a half stack set up in there next to it, the drum set for a little while, and they would a couple of times go in there. I think I caught them one night playing a Foo Fighters song, like everyone.
Nice.
And then they're in there jamming together, and that was cool.
Oh, yeah.
They have not done it since.
Oh, really?
It's
That's too bad.
I'm
You
really,
got that locked in there.
it's in there. I got a video.
Yeah,
It
right.
happened.
Yeah.
But no, my dad's family, the Spencers, are all musical. Most everybody on that side of the family is musical, and we have a family reunion every year, and we just did this last weekend, where we get together and play music. My dad's on drums, and Dad's cousin Bob Spencer's playing guitar or bass, whatever, and singing lead, and I had to kind of fill that niche too, and everybody else just kind of Evie, my youngest, she also plays ukulele, so she's sitting over there with the ukulele. Bob's brother Gary's sitting there with the ukulele, and got a couple other add-ins on guitar and whatever else. My nephew plays trombone, so he'd show up.
Right,
We played low rider, just jamming.
There you go.
It's fun. Yeah. Yeah, the bass line, man, it's so fun. Yeah, it's so fun. But that's kind of where the string thing comes from for me. I dove headlong into bluegrass maybe 10 years ago, and I've just been itching to get at it. And
Right.
I wouldn't call this bluegrass.
No, it's not.
Somebody asked us, is it bluegrass? I said no, and Tucker
Brown.
coined
Brown grass.
Brown grass.
coined the term brown grass.
A lot of this, like the Dead South,
Yeah.
bands like that. I look at that as it's not bluegrass, it's not red dirt, it's kind of Southern Gothic.
It's in there in between.
It's definitely
It's in there in
Southern
between.
Gothic.
It's definitely Southern.
That is good.
Definitely blues.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely
got
blues,
the
baby.
blues
Dark. It's
oriented.
dark, but it's
But it's dark. Yeah.
You hear a lot of dark,
Yeah.
like Coulter Wall. He does
Well,
some really
yeah.
I
dark
was telling
stuff.
Tucker, I got a couple of compliments on that Wise Guy video that we just put out. Said it sounds like Alice in Chains.
Oh no,
You have kind of that '90s grunge kind of a sound to it. The acoustic stuff. Not necessarily the heavy electric stuff. But
Dude, that's what turned me on to Alice in
Dude,
Chains.
those bands. I mean, Jerry Cantrell is probably my favorite influence.
And he's from Atoka.
Yeah, and he's Oklahoma guy. Yeah, it's just, but he has such a sound, and so on that song in particular, I told Tucker, I'm like, man, I'm gonna go for those dark, those Jerry harmonies. Where's it at? It's,
Oh,
got-
yeah.
it's gritty in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that.
Yeah, so we're gonna do this.
Just go, move it, go. Oh,
Sure you
yeah,
do
it's
it.
dark, gothic, south, southern.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can we hear another one?
yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Do that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
do it right now.
All right.
You guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Gambler on the rise, big elephants in disguise now. Too cold to hold your hand. It's too damn hard to be the promised land. And I know this time, eat your lunch before you treat me unkind. I ain't got the master plan, but I got the universe in the palm of my hand. Whiskey in the winter, my blind spot is so much clearer now. Staying dry when there's so much rain. I ain't listening to you, I ain't gonna complain. Lord, I know it's all the same. Like a wise guy's baseball game. And I ain't got the master plan, but I got the universe in the palm of my hand. Master plan, but I got the universe in the palm of my hand.
Excellent, excellent.
So cool, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
So, have you guys played together before during these years of growing up,
Never.
or just never
Not
did?
once.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I mean,
Now, did
Now, when
you
he
did
showed
you
up-
also go into the heavy metal scene and play some
I
heavy
did
metal
not.
music?
I was right parallel to the heavy metal scene and the punk scene.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. All right.
pretty much the same thing. Underground.
Yeah.
We,
You know.
we played shows together.
Right.
Oh,
You know,
really?
like, my bands would play with it. We'd run into each other, cross paths here and there. Hey, what's going on? You know,
Right.
some
Right.
music, you know.
Yeah.
And I'd go to his gigs. He'd go to mine.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
just never.
never played a note. Never played a note together
Yeah.
until that fateful day in the greenhouse.
The green- it all goes back to the
Took
greenhouse.
42 years.
It's in the greenhouse now.
Yeah.
yeah, it is in the greenhouse now.
Well, cool.
That
Well,
was
hey, I
the
wish
song
you guys
we
a
were-
lot of luck with this, man. Are you guys going to go do like International Bluegrass Festival and that kind of thing? And
We want to
Or-
do some stuff. I
or
mean, I don't
Blue
know.
Note. Blue Note's going to be coming up in the fall.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You know,
we
I don't
would
know
like
what we're
to.
going to get into, but we want to do more.
We've got a thing at the Colony coming up. It's open mic night at the Colony on Mondays.
Okay.
But I talked to Cody Clinton, and he's going to let us do like a whole set, like an hour and a
Oh,
half
cool.
set.
Right on.
Oh, nice.
So that's
Excellent.
pretty cool.
Yeah, so we'll get to fill some space there, and
Right.
hopefully attract some attention. You know,
Yeah.
like I
Oh,
said,
that's-
we've got a couple other
That's June 16th, by the way. at the
June
Colony.
16th.
Yeah.
June
16th.
June 16th.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Put that on your calendar, folks. June
Yeah.
16th at the Colony.
But yeah, we do want to
Yeah.
we want to grow the band. You know, we'd like
Yeah.
to. I'd like to dive headlong to that string thing. Like
Yeah.
I was saying, you
Yeah.
know, we had it together a couple of times, and it sounds really good.
Yeah.
You know, and if we can keep that train moving,
And
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I don't know. I won't put words in your mouth, but it's kind of like a die try thing. Like once we're back, playing music again, it's like we'll figure it out. We will.
Oh, yeah.
We will absolutely
Right.
keep going. So.
Yeah, we definitely got
But,
that.
I mean, we'll play
Perseverance.
shows, whatever, and so yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, go ahead, Jim.
I was going to say, yeah, you get to a point where you just say, okay, I'm going to go for this.
Speaking of open jams, we're hosting an open jam every Thursday at the Sandbar Tavern on 9A, just across the street from Carlton Landing. It's just south of Eufaula.
Yeah.
Every Thursday.
Every
We're
Thursday.
doing that
Well,
7 to 10, 10:30.
Cool.
And soon after, here coming up pretty soon, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Up at the Cane Break in Fort Gibson Wagner area.
yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
It's out east of Wagoner.
Friday nights.
It's Friday
Yep.
night is open mic night, and we'll be there, and we'll have open mic night going on there. So that's a little bit closer for the people that are up that way.
Yeah,
Cool.
I might come check that out. for sure.
We got some people, I think, coming up from how far down? From the McAllister area?
Yeah,
for,
people
for this
coming
one
down from
here?
McAllister and
Yeah.
as far north as Muskogee.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It's kind of funny how far people have to and will drive for music in
Yes,
in
it-
Oklahoma.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Big
exactly.
state. People don't think about Oklahoma. There's nothing out there. Well, it's a beautiful place, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of landscape here and a lot of things to see. And
There's nothing out there, and there's a bunch of it.
but it is kind of fun. It's like coming out here tonight. I had an hour and a half drive to get out of here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
Yeah.
But it's cool because I don't get to drive through the countryside. I'm in the city all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
It's an interesting
and,
drive. Did you come in from Okmulgee?
Actually, I took 16 to Muskogee.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Got hung
right.
up in Muskogee. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I heard about the wreck.
It was an oversized load, and they had
Oh.
69 South closed.
Okay.
Forced everybody right through on. I was on Hancock. I go out the
Right.
back way out of Muskogee,
Right.
and out south and west, and forced everybody down to 24th Street. I mean, it was mile cars,
Oh,
trucks,
yeah,
and
I bet.
everybody else. You
Yeah.
know. And I got about 10 cars deep, and I see in the rear view everything in that intersection just cleared out, and they let everybody go through.
Wow.
And there I am stuck. You
Oh,
know?
yeah,
Then
right.
I get down to 24th Street, get all the way down to Peak Boulevard, and what do I see drive by on Peak Boulevard? That oversized load.
Yeah.
There it was, right in front of me, man.
You can't write stories like that, you know?
No, but it was nice getting that drive out here.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't get to drive with the country fried zombies very often.
right.
Right.
There you go.
So,
Speaking
good
of-
segue. We got a song. We're Country Fried Zombies. We'll do that one next.
I like that.
It's the first struggling possums, song.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Anyway, here we go. All right. Well, I was walking down the street one day. Then I saw some zombies headed my way. They were stumbling and falling, and some of them were crawling. Well, the undead roamed the earth on that day. Them country fried zombies, zombies, where did you come from? Invading my home turf, got me on the run. Zombies, zombies, from sea to shining sea. Don't know how to kill them. Please don't eat my brains. So I threw a spear at the one by my front door. I grabbed my shotgun to see who wanted more. But it didn't have no shells, and them zombies smelled like hell. Well, I guess my trident will work just as well. Them country fried zombies, zombies, where did you come from? Invading my home turf, got me on the run. Zombies, zombies, from sea to shining sea. Don't know how to kill them. Please don't eat my brains. Please don't eat my brains. I really like my brains. And if you eat my brains, I might just go insane. Please don't eat my brains. Well, I'll be in so much pain. Woo! Please don't eat my brains.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, that did sound like the struggling possums.
Yeah,
It did, yes. I would have to say.
For that name.
Oh, my.
Do y'all ever get out to jams in the Muskogee area?
Man, so Tucker did a thing.
Yeah, he's been to Scary
Been up
Larry's.
there, scary there.
Yeah, I've gone
Yeah.
to Scary Larry's.
That's where I
and-
ran into him and
Okay.
talked about, let's get you on the show.
I've been up there for that jam a couple of times. I really like it. I like Scary Larry's jam. Right. I like that
Good
it's
environment.
outdoors or indoors too. Summertime's
And then
nice for it
Max's, he
outdoors.
did Max's too.
Well, that's
Oh,
the
the
same.
same place?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where Larry does his jam on
That's how long
Wednesday
it's been
nights.
since I've
Wednesday
been to
nights. Right, yeah, okay, yeah.
I hit one of the open mics, a couple of them in Tulsa, but you know,
I
just
haven't
testing the waters.
I haven't got to experience much of the Tulsa
close
scene.
group.
Yeah. The one I did was at St. Cecilia's, and it was it's up right up on Denver, right off like the LL Tisdale. There's an old neighborhood that's gentrified, and it's in a church. It's in St. Cecilia's Catholic Church.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
Back room. They do shows, and then they did an open mic night thing there. But I'm not sure if it's still going. But it was cool. I mean, it was interesting. Everybody gets heard, and it's just a bunch of people literally there to listen to you. So, there's only a couple of beers floating around, but everybody's listening to you and everybody's paying attention to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got some
Yeah.
reverence because they're in a church.
Right. Well, I mean, I think it's okay because they sell beers, but it's just, individuals running it. So
Right.
it's not like shots and stuff
Yeah.
like that,
Right.
so.
Right.
But,
Let's have another song.
all right.
Yeah.
Let's skip the devil for now. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Oh, another little history note. When I was 2 years old, my parents moved into a house right next door to where his father was growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does it all the time, yeah.
But yeah, it's just teeny tiny.
Yeah.
The circle gets
It-
smaller and
it-
smaller.
it really does.
Coincidentally, too, I'll tell this. Sent Cathead Biscuits, recording of it over to my sister, and her husband Morgan heard it, and Morgan said the store that you were singing about in that song was my granddad's store.
Really?
And Cathead Biscuits, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
She lives out there. Just
Yeah.
down the road.
Yeah, she's just right down
Well,
the road.
and even a step further, my grandpa always talked about this guy who owned the land. My grandpa grew up a sharecropper, and there's a guy that owned the land, and his name was Ted Scott. And his sister lives in Ted Scott's house.
Yeah. And then to make it even more weird, close the circle, I married Tucker's third cousin, Ashley.
So we might be from Arkansas. You've got a good point. I'm just saying, no.
My left leg is shorter than my right.
It's the ears that
Uncle Daddy and I are going to have
Uncle Daddy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Wow, that's struggling opossums material.
Yeah, that's definitely struggling possum there.
Well, I ain't got no kindred spirits. And I don't fit in with the Skinners. I just want some peace of mind. Allow me to get mine. Get on down the line. And I don't know no rock and rollers. And I ain't got a whiskey drinker. Well, I left it all behind so I could free some time and get on to the vine. So allow ourselves to toast those that have the most. The people down below have the worst seats to the show, but the best chairs in the house, the quiet as a mouse. They have to steal the grease, rub it on their knees. Work another day, work another day, work another day. Well, I am just a lonesome whistler, barely affording my own kibble. But I know this much is true. We're doing what we do, 'cause we don't have a clue. So I tell you this in leaving, it doesn't matter how you're feeling. Well, my conscience bothers me so much as I just want to be free. This man's got a word. So allow ourselves to toast those that have the most. The people down below have the worst seats to the show, but the best chairs in the house, the quiet as a mouse. They have to steal the grease to rub it on their knees. another day, work another day. So when you feel that it's the end, you break but you don't bend, you find yourself disheveled, you borrow till you're begged on, your fingers to the bone. You're broken back so long, friend, now don't you worry, 'cause we ain't in no hurry, and this is all we know, and this is all we know, this man's gotta work.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
There's adjustment to make over there. Okay.
You don't have to get right up on it when you sing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That way we can, yeah, where you're at sounds fantastic.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. That way we can hear the guitars too.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's guitar music?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Sing it.
These harmonies are great.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, how long have y'all been playing together now and singing
6
harmonies
months.
together?
Harmonies?
6 months.
Harmonies 4.
4,
4
3,
months.
4, yeah, just.
4.
but
I
this
showed
guy-
up one night or one day. It was one of the times we were at Travis's. And,
Yeah, yeah,
We had just started hitting Cathead Biscuits. That song was in D.
yeah,
What was that?
yeah.
When Tucker was younger, he had a
Oh,
lower
yeah.
voice. You know?
Had a higher voice.
Way up
right.
there. And we were singing it, and I showed up, and I had these harmonies. He didn't even know I was going to do it. And I
Yeah.
just busted it out, and I'll never forget the look on his face.
I'm sorry.
You know? He was terrified and like satisfied all at the same time. You know, it was like.
I've never heard that song like that before.
That's
Right.
cool.
But it was,
Yeah.
I'd been singing with it for a week or so on the truck. Just listen, I couldn't get enough of that song. It's such a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I showed up and sang those harmonies, and he was like, "Dude, that was, man, you got to do more of that." You know?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
And
Use
so
that.
we just kind of slowly started. I'm like, okay, what song do you think I can do? All of them. You
Yeah,
know?
he's like, where do you want me to sing? I was like, all of it
Yeah.
with me.
With me.
Yeah,
Just
just like,
pick whatever
Yeah.
you want to do and do.
So we just
Yeah.
kind of developed that.
One of the things that separates, like, there's tons of singer-songwriters. I play with a lot of them,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
And there's always just one singing vocal, and that's it. Once you add harmonies in there, the entire, it changes the outlook. Now it's very professional, and it opens up the whole genre of what key you're in, everything.
It's
Yeah.
another level. And speaking of what key we were in, we had to take that one down because
Right.
Cathead and D, it's high for him, but I'm singing that higher harmony, the third higher.
Yeah. Right.
And yeah, I was like, dude, can we try that in A? Like, let's bring it down 5 keys.
he was like,
But it also
if we bring it down, then I can do the harmonies.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a lot less
your
strange.
type of music is exactly right for it too. You can do a third part in there too, but
Oh, yeah.
the harmonies.
Our
beautiful.
bass guy has
Because you already
has
got the bass,
dabbled.
good, great songs, right? And then the harmonies, and it just opens up the whole spectrum of,
Right,
of the
yeah.
whole song. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I've sang my whole life, and I've been trained. I've sang in choir and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
All stayed in high school.
Yeah.
Always had a powerful voice,
Yeah.
but I'm not a lead singer.
Right.
And I still, to this day, to me, I just don't have the right tone, to sing lead. Tucker's voice is baritone, strong,
Yeah, yeah.
and I can get above him,
Yeah.
and
If you,
get
yeah.
kinda
You guys
below,
can have fun with you. Yeah.
and find those right places that fit,
Right.
and it's fun. What do you want to do now?
You do Bullet.
Okay.
Song called Bite the Bullet.
I really like your harmonica playing too, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
This
Thank
is
you.
one of the most talented dudes.
Right?
Right here. And he whistles, he sings, he can
Uh-huh.
play lead, he can Robert Johnson,
Right.
he
Yeah.
can do all of it. Play that harmonica.
I appreciate it. All right. Oh, if you ever really loved a woman, she left you got the blues so bad tonight. Gonna get a little tight. Gonna raise a little hell and holler. It makes me feel alright. Come on, got the blues so bad. Could it get any colder? Started this morning and it's much worse tonight. And you pour on the paper, warrior, savior, break down the barriers. They make me feel complete. Brand new doors and brand new cars, yet to be unsheathed. Well, bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. Bite the bullet.
Nice. Nice. Little kick at the end there. Yeah. That's good stuff, man. You guys wrote some really cool songs.
I like that.
Thank you.
I like hearing two guitars play back and forth and harmonizing
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
itself too. It's
It's another thing that's been kind of fun to work on. You know,
Yeah.
being two guitars, it's like you don't want to step on each other's toes.
Right.
You don't want to be in the same area on the fretboard. You know,
Yeah, right.
too
Yeah.
much. Too much of it.
it's a nice choreographed dance. you
Yeah,
know, if-
yeah. And
if
we're
you-
both well versed in chords. We're both well versed in harmony.
Right.
So I think it just kind of came together, naturally.
We're like
organic.
grown-ups now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We're not children anymore.
We're really musicking.
It's not just make it, you know.
Making racket. That's right. Yeah.
Johnny and I have been playing a little bit of guitar with both of us playing guitar with each other,
Yeah.
and that's been real fun.
Oh yeah.
Getting to play with another guitar player on the regular basis,
You
and
learn what complements each other when you play.
Right.
And we talk about it all week long. We practice on Sundays.
Yeah.
Put about 6-7 hours in. It's an all day thing. It's like a real job.
Yeah, right.
Right, yeah.
Put the effort into it.
Oh,
Put all day in.
It feels so good though. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's definitely the two of us, and we put some time into it. And then we record almost everything that we do, and
Right.
it's just on a phone. Just take your phone, set it right in between us,
Put it on
both
record.
phones.
Yeah.
And then I'll take both tracks and line them up and mix them down just in a free program on the computer.
Yeah.
And it kind of gets the best of both,
Nice.
And you'd be surprised at what you can get out of that. That Wise Guy video, phones.
Yeah.
Phones.
Wow.
That was
no
cool.
studio microphones, no nothing.
Yeah.
Just phones. It's raw. It's organic.
Yeah.
Well, the other videos
Really
on our
love
page too. That's just
Yeah.
a phone. It's
You're
just
saying
an
we spent
iPhone.
too much money
You know,
then.
It's crazy.
Yeah, right. Not to bag on anything.
Dang it, man.
But just saying what you can get away with. What
Yeah.
you can
Right.
do,
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's amazing. I don't think this would have happened 20 years ago.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
We wouldn't have had this, this chemistry, this whole thing. It needed 42 years to come to fruit.
Right. Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
the corpse flower. This is one that smells like rotting flesh.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Okay.
One of the biggest flowers in the world. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like 40 years still it flowers.
Oh wow.
It's like once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
You don't get to see that. Kind of feels that way.
You see it bloom more than you'd see Haley's Comet, though.
Right. Very true. Yeah.
You got a point.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up, guys. You got one more?
I'm gonna do emancipation.
Yeah, we-
or
we-
sweet
Let's do
talk?
emancipation.
We went out
Emancipation or sweet talk?
for a little bit on the internet,
Just
so we
sweet
can go
talk
over
is
it a
with the
little bit.
Harleys.
Okay.
Emancipation.
Alrighty.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Drowning Racoons. Last song of the night.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Appreciate you guys having us.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys for having
Yeah.
us.
It's been fun.
Really fun. Yeah. There is beauty, what is known as simple. There is beauty, what is known as wrong. And if you think about the truth and about reality, well, then decisions come to be before long. And there is sympathy in a town known as a lifetime. And there is sympathy for the demons all themselves. You try too hard, it's not an easy trade. Will you tell me, honey, honey, do you do it for yourself? Do it for yourself. And pick up the sweet talk, honey, so it goes. Pick up the sweet talk, forgetting how to feel. You ask yourself, is this shit real? Or really below me? You pick up the sweet talk. Pick up the sweet talk. Pick up the sweet talk. What you want is what you see. What you see is what you get. What you get is not really me. It's counterfeit. So make your mark while there's time. Take a picture, make a rhyme. Tomorrow's behind you, and analyzing blinds you. And pick up the sweet talk, honey, so it goes. And pick up the sweet talk, forgetting how to feel. You ask yourself, is this shit real? Or really below me? And pick up the sweet talk. And who is the best at dying? And who is the best at trying? Oh, now, and pick up the sweet talk. There's no place for fun. There is no time for telling about the life you're selling out. Pick up the sweet talk. Pick up the sweet talk. Pick up the sweet talk. I wanna see your face, finish in first place. I wanna see you need me. I want you to succeed. Wanna see your face, finish in first place. I wanna see you need me. I want you to succeed. Whoa, 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 whoa. And pick up the sweet talk, honey, so it goes. Pick up the sweet talk, forgetting how to feel. You ask yourself, is this shit real? Or really below me? Pick up the sweet talk. Who is the best at dying? And who is the best at trying? Oh, now, pick up the sweet talk. There is no place for fun. There is no time for telling about the life you're selling out. Pick up the sweet talk.
Great stuff. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
got chills now.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Excellent.
thanks for coming
Appreciate
out.
you guys having us out. Love to do it again.
Oh, we'd love to have y'all
We got
back.
plenty of music. I don't know what we got out there, about 7 songs.
Yeah.
I think we're up to 14 originals.
We got
so-
7 more, but
Yep.
yeah.
Are y'all planning on recording them anywhere besides on your phone?
Thank you. Yeah.
Eventually. Yeah,
Yep.
we'll work towards that.
Well, we would love to.
Okay.
Great.
I hear you.
Okay.
We'd love to make that happen.
Okay.
We'll talk more after
I hear
the
you.
show.
Appreciate it.
There you
Sounds
go.
good.
Cool.
Hey, I want to give a big shout out to everybody here tonight. We have
Right.
can't see this guy over here.
John.
You know,
I'm like
John,
talking
our
to
bass
nobody,
player.
yeah.
We got
Think
Mr.
I'm
Johnny
crazy.
Winkle on the drums, hanging out with us today, doing what he does. Thank you, Johnny, for everything
Yes,
you do.
sir.
And we got Jeannie with Expressive Design helping us out over here today. She's been taking pictures from behind the scene, and we got Mr. Chase Prince hanging out with us.
Making it
And
sound
not
good.
last but not least, my beautiful wife and our producer. I was going to say that backwards. Thank you, Josie, for everything you do, pressing all the buttons. Thank you. Cracking the whip.
Yep.
We love you.
Appreciate you guys.
And I'm Ho Imaha.
Thank you for the green, man.
I love you guys. Hey, come see us Thursday down at the Sandbar Tavern. Go see Scary Larry on Wednesdays. Come see us at the Cane Break starting here on the what, 15th? 13th. Friday the 13th. Come to.
And Cat Daddy's playing out there on the 4th.
Oh, Cat Daddy's going to be there.
And
It's gonna
Drowning
be a good
Racoons
time.
at Colony on the 16th.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be some good stuff. Well, hey, thanks for coming out, guys. We love you. Stay blessed. We'll see you next
Bye,
Monday.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Cut!
Heck yeah.
Let us know when we're out.
Yeah.
Are we out?
Yeah, dude.
Josie,
Warts and all.
we're out.
Yeah.
Right.
First place.